So I realized after pretty much almost finishing the entire video that my original audio my original dub audio was all messed up. So I'm redoing it. Last minute. Let's see if we could do this really fast. Alright, so the goal of the boat was that I would use only materials from my recycling materials, and I would reconstruct them into the shape of a boat. And originally I was going to add a sail and test that out, but based on the size of the boat, that would be impossible. Also, time constraints. I could not build a mast that big to be able to hold me in the amount of time that I have. So instead I just focused on building the boat and making sure that it would stay together and get me across and stay in one piece and get me across to the other side of my pool. So I started my backyard, and I just cut out pieces, and I tried and I made like a half barrel. The first half with me building the actual shape of the boat with just the cardboard. First I used the cardboard, then I taped everything, then I started adding hot glue, and then I wrapped it with plastic, and then I flex sealed it. The first half with me making the cardboard base is in a different video. That's like the part 1. So if you want to check that out, there will be a link in the description. I have a little montage playing, but that's not what this video is about. Instead, I put these plastic wraps around the boat, and then I hot glued everything down, and then my parents were getting really upset with me taking so long on the project, so they decided to get Flex Seal so that it would be waterproofed better, I guess. So that does break the rule, but they bought it with or without my consent, so I was gonna have to use it anyway. So that was fun. Flex Seal. I will say though that the Flex Seal does hold up. My parents' prediction was that it would disintegrate. The boat did not disintegrate. Maybe it's because of the Flex Seal, or maybe it's because of what I did. At the last minute, I decided to also add like hot glue on the inside and make like hash marks to make sure that I added hash marks so that it would hold itself together, and a little bit of waterproofing on the inside. And I also filled in cracks on the inside. I did not do a good enough job on that because there was a hole on the bottom. That hole is because when I was lifting it up, I would hold it by where the plastic board is, and that cracked. Originally, that plastic board, there was also supposed to be 2 more on the side. I did not have enough time to cut it, and it was too dangerous. I was cutting myself too much. But
I put that one piece on the bottom so that it would maintain its strength. Here's a little montage of me putting it together so that you can just see what I've done, and I'll try and describe it a bit. So pretty much here I have hashes on the side that I'm putting for strength, and then I'm also filling the sides like where the cardboard is, the edges, so that one, it doesn't allow leakage into the side, and two, it also allows for grip so that I don't cut myself or I don't break the edges when I'm holding onto it, because that was something that I noticed. So I don't want it to wobble and break before I even get it near the water. Yeah, so I'm just filling up the inside and the outside as much as I can. Outside more so though. My main concern is balance. I did notice that it was a little bit higher than wider, which is a problem, but by the time I made it, it was too late to change anything. So I was just hoping that it wouldn't be too much a problem and I could just balance it on my own. But you know how that ended up. Alright, so for now I'm just gonna play a little montage of me putting it all together.
Also, at the front there is a little tip with part of the plastic as well. And I wrapped the entire thing with bread plastic as well as just plastic that I found that my parents gave to me that they were throwing out, because we've been renovating the basement, so there's been a lot of stuff. Alright. The bag's empty.
Alright, lengthwise, we have a good, okay, stay, that's pretty straight, 55 and a half, ooh, wow, exactly, 55 and a half centimeters, or 4 feet and 7.5 inches. Alright, in the back, we've got 52 inches exactly, good. And in the front, before it starts to curl, oh wow, okay, so it does curl. Or I guess where the bar is, 23 inches, almost exactly, a little bit less. And then at the first lower mark, it's 16.5 inches. All right, and here's me testing it out. Have fun. So I'm wearing the t-shirt. I have a bathing suit.
What t-shirt are you wearing?
Senior. And I'm wearing a bathing suit underneath.
Why don't you come over by the ladder and just jump in?
No, I'm gonna try and stay dry because I'm going in the boat.
Right, so I'm saying why don't you put the boat by the ladder so you can kind of just walk in.
Yeah, but first I'm gonna put the boat in first, and then
what I would do is, Ariella, you want some advice? All right, go ahead.
I would do it near the staircase, though. Put it in near the staircase.
Is your camera on over here?
Yeah, I think so. Do you want to?
Check first, Ariella, before you put it in, check the camera.
Yeah, it's on.
Okay. So what do you want to do? Do you want to push it in and push it to the other end and I'll take it out or something? Or?
No, I'm gonna just drop it in and then hop, and then if it floats, I'll hop in.
Okay.
And if it doesn't float?
I guess
All right, go ahead.
I don't hop in because it sinks and I just jump in the water and grab it. Alright.
Floating.
Yay!
Thank God for Flex Seal.
Oh, I found
Alright.
a weak point.
But get in.
A little longer than a few minutes later.
Alright, so fixing weak point.
More moments later.
Alright. There we go. That's a little bit more trustworthy. Alright.
1, 2. 2, 3.
Okay, let's
Okay, let's get it out before it
sinks.
sinks.
Get it out.
I think you
I think you had it.
Do you want to try it again?
Tip it.
Do you want to dry it off and try it again?
It was floating. You just didn't balance. That's why I was saying hold on to the staircase until you're completely balanced.
I think it has to dry out before you can try it again.
No.
How's the water?
It's actually really nice.
Good.
Yeah. It's very buoyant. I haven't been in deep water for some time. I did not get in that properly. Really? The back's falling apart.
Yeah, Andrea, you want to hold this?
I'll hold for boat.
Ready?
That's it. Go by the stairs. Go by the stairs.
It's floating fine. Go by the stairs. You're going to have to balance because there's no rudder or
Can
anything.
you hand me the oar
Yeah.
when I get in?
But this is going to have to be a quick thing.
I broke it. I wanted to ride the boat so bad, and it fell apart. Inside the water, and it's done.
You want to put it on top of a float?
I got it. Just bring it in. I'll swim across.
Well, try getting in. But you're kind of not going in. Now it's going to
Not a gentle person.
fall.
Do you want to let it dry out?
It's not going to dry out.
It's gonna take a very long time to dry out. All right.
All right, so don't try and gently go in. And lean to the left. That's where it's dry. Don't lean. Go,
Just
go,
go, go, go. Quick, quick, quick.
go. There you go. Go, go, go. Get across.
Yeah, go! I can't steer it.
Just doggy paddle it, doggy paddle it, doggy paddle it. You got it, you got it.
I'm going. Woo! Ah!
And it's still floating.
Ah! It's still floating technically. Just go out of the pool.
There you go. But it didn't disintegrate.
There we go. There we go. Come on, baby. You're still one piece, technically. You're just really wet. Ew. You are so
Nope,
wet.
2 pieces now.
Okay, that piece fell in. Oh, that's the M. It's hard on you.
That was worth coming out here for.
I did it!
Good job.
I reign supreme victor of the sea! Nothing can beat me, nothing can destroy me. I shall rule the earth with my power.
Thank you.
Woo!
Good job.
Can you turn off my camera? Press the red button on the right side.
Good.